Everyone can get their period. You have no idea who can and can't just by looking at someone from face value. Hey, my name is Oscar. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm here with Modibodi for their new gender neutral line. Before I transitioned, I had a very difficult struggle with my period. I was always in agony, would sometimes faint from blood loss, would lose blood very quick. Especially when you're younger, you don't talk about your periods, you're embarrassed about them. Regardless of being trans, I feel like that's a common experience. But then that other layer, it wasn't something I didn't want to address. I didn't want it to be real, but it was so intense I couldn't ignore it. Yeah, I do sometimes get my period. I don't know if a lot of trans guys do on testosterone, but I do. Being on testosterone and then getting something like that much of a drop of estrogen, it throws your entire mind into a spin. It's definitely my lowest weeks. It's definitely my hardest weeks. It makes me feel like a girl. It makes me feel like a woman. And obviously that doesn't feel nice when you're a man. I don't like looking at myself naked when I'm on my period. This isn't right for me, not in my body. But at the same time, it's also, as I've spent almost 10 years transitioning, my mindset now is it's okay. This is you and you're still a man and it's just a part of life. I think a good ally, especially to trans men, would be people that don't question maybe some feminine things they do, question why they might need certain products or even why they might feel uncomfortable to do so. If you're in a shopping aisle with your trans man friend and he's looking at some period products, maybe just pick some up for him. I think it's really cool that there's space for a packer, because the one thing that's hard is when you have a period, especially if you're wearing a sanitary pad. Obviously it's not really ideal to be packing as well. I think it brings it back to just being about you. You don't have to go outside. No one needs to know that you're buying any products, that you have your period at all. You're not going into the bathrooms, maybe even not the bathroom you would normally use because they don't have the bins in the men's bathrooms. You're just wearing a pair of undies. Some advice I would have to other people that maybe feel uncomfortable about their period and are going through a transition is try and find someone that you can talk to about it. Because keeping all of this to yourself is only going to damage your mental state and how you view yourself potentially. Don't ignore it. Look after your body. It's the best thing you could do for yourself and your mind. I think we really need to break the stigma that only women menstruate, because you have no idea who does.